They had this thing, and they didn't understand this, right? They didn't know this, and I had to demonstrate it to them. Look, let me show you this. Look, Shakin Stevens, right? Now, obviously, I've got the largest collection of Shakin Stevens albums in the world. All Shakin Stevens. Now, watch what happens if you get some Shakin Stevens albums and chuck them. Watch, watch. See? They all land there. They all land in the same place. Now, Lulu, same thing. Get some Lulu albums, throw them. You see what I mean? And they've got exactly... Now, but look, the Rubettes. Fantastic Rubettes, where it's at. Now, look what happens if you throw their albums. Look. Ha-ha, you see? They all go in a different direction. That's what happens. It's because the Rubettes' music is... I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed now by my lack of formal education, though. I'd have to look in brochures or something, but there is a word for it. But it's an amazing phenomenon, and it's something that's worth knowing if you want to study 70s music. What I've got now is a programme that I'm very, very proud to have been associated with. It's a programme called London Bridge, which was, it was like, never mind Swap Shop or Tiz was or any of that stuff. For the Saturday morning live show, this was the one. What I did was I designed the titles for it, and I'm just going to explain before you see them. I'm not ashamed to admit, ladies and gentlemen, many, many years ago I did have a bit of a drugs problem. And occasionally I would spend the night completely flipped out of my head on LSD, acid, all these kind of things. And the next morning I'd have to go into work and design the opening titles for a kid's show. All right, so I'm just putting you straight before you see them. Right, a little girl showing her knickers, a French rent boy and a dog, all right? You can see the kind of state I was in, and believe me, it only gets worse.
Morning and welcome to a real action-packed London Bridge where...
There you go, Michael Whale. You see, that's the kind of kids presenter we're used to.
But my first guest this morning is back by popular demand. He's appeared on London Bridge talking to the girls about looking after their hair, so we thought it was about time the boys got a look in.
Just, by the way, Ricky Bones, you may not remember. You all knew now it's all Nicky Clark and Trevor Thorby and... I can't think of another hairdresser. But back in them days, Ricky was famous as a hairdresser, but also, of course, being in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's tallest man. And he combined the two quite well.
Let's welcome Ricky Burns. Morning, Ricky.
Oh, look, funny enough, there's talking about the Rubettes earlier. That's Alan Williamson, I'm sure, about the Rubettes. Perhaps he'll be on later. Anyway, let's have Ricky doing a few questions.
And I hope they follow my instructions because it should be good. I'm sure use a lemon rinse.
Right, another question.
Yeah. Can people with curly hair, you know, have the new styles, you know?
You can have new styles, but you're better off. Your hair is so curly, you're better off to have it cut so that it curls and keep it the same.
Because then you get the hair done like.
No, people with curly hair can't have the new styles. They just have to live in a bedsit on their own with cans. Sorry, young man, but you needed to be told. I'll tell you what, this is also famous, this programme. I think it was a bit of a coup, because as well as the opening titles, I directed it, as the first appearance on British television of Eternal. This was before they had Louise and before they kicked her out.
Exactly.
Kick
the cut. Don't straighten it or pull it with a hand dryer because you just hurt it. You know, just leave it as it is, cut it, and leave it curly. It looks very good on you.
Right, so may I see you?
She's hysterical. I like her. I want to know what you're going to ask. What are you going to ask?
What are you going to ask?
Yes, you can. What is he giggling and not asking? Come on, let's have a question.
What's the new hairstyle for this summer?
For this song?
Well, that's funny, because it's a very good question. What's the new hairstyle for this summer? Because, in fact, you obviously remember this. This was my summer. This was when everyone wanted to have their hair looking just like me.
Lovely, long, straight, curly, soft bob.
Funny enough, it's the name of my autobiography on Lovely, long, curly, straight, soft bob. Let's see what... Oh, he's interviewing a girls' band now. This is like a girl band of that time.
That was the new record from a group of fans called Fanfare. Now, Beb's stuck at home today, but here is Ali, Anne, and Lou. Well,
who? Ali? That's a weird name.
Ali. Why do you call yourself Ali? Because I always thought it was Ailey McGraw.
You'll find only me and Michael have got any sense.
One of my favourite ladies.
Well, my name's Alison, so I just shortened it to Ali.
Well, that's just bloody stupid. If your name's Alison, you shorten it to Ailey, obviously.
And now, Lou?
Lou?
Yes, you're Lou.
Yeah.
And Anne. Which ones of you are related?
I think your options are quite limited here. Which ones of you are related?
My sister.
Sisters
So we're related then.
don't usually get on very well like that, do they? You got on obviously very well with them. Tell me about, you were in the Osman fan club, were you?
Still are.
You still are?
Yeah.
Big Osman fans?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And your first single was, what, about Donny?
Yes, Donny's girl.
Oh. Did you ever meet them?
Yeah.
And what did you say?
We said, why do you call yourself Donny? I thought it was Donny. Here's another great hero of ours, appears on this show, Mr. Brian Moore.
Welcome our guest commentator, Brian Moore. Hello, Mike. And thank you for getting up so early on a Saturday. Thank you. What a big match.
You keep talking about nerves.
Thank you for getting up so early on a Saturday, because obviously we're here. The programme's going out, 9 o'clock Saturday morning. So thank you for getting up so early to be here live with us, Saturday live. We're a live programme, so thanks for doing it. Excellent. What they do is, Brian, they have a little bit of table football, which finishes, which is, I want to show this, because Michael, fantastic man for offering handshakes, but never actually having his hand shaken.
By 5 goals to 2.
Here you go.
Well,
I'll shake hands with someone now.
Well played.
Come round here,
No.
lad. You played very
You
well.
want to shake hands? No. No, well, we'll forget it then. Sorry. Okay. But thank you all very much. Thank you, Brian, for commentating on that, getting up so early on a Saturday. It's lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lovely. Alan
you got an
Williamson.
album?
An album. Funny you should mention that. We got one out Friday. This
Album coming out Friday, but this is Saturday morning because we are going out live to the nation. So, yeah. So your album came out yesterday, did it?
we got one out Friday. This Friday coming.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, so
Yeah.
when this program goes on the air, it'll be yesterday.
Yes, you're right. We're doing this on a Wednesday evening. But that's Alan Williamson out the Rubettes. They're a fantastic band.
It's called We Can Do It.
Uh-huh. And that will have the single on, will it?
Yes, a new single and Jukebox Drive,
Yes.
which has done extremely well for us everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Plus a selection of omnidirectional stuff, you could say.
That's the word. Omnidirectional, that's the word I was looking for.